Hello everyone, and here we have Minecraft Alpha, and I'm playing my Minecraft world. I figured I would give you guys an update on my Minecraft Alpha world because enough has changed now to really make a video for you guys. And so anyway, I figured I would start out where this world started with the Kingdom of Notch capital base because well, it's been enough videos since I last showed this area that I would give you guys a bit of a look. So yeah, this is the original base that I built to start things out in. Here's the old weaponry room. Here's the meeting room with the potted plants that I made using signs. Here's the original treasury, although pretty much nothing except for the dirt, I think, is remaining here because I moved everything to other buildings. And then over here we got the upper floor with the observation deck, and then we got two bedrooms. This smaller one with like a normal desk, and then we also have another one over here, which is a much larger, nicer bed with like a L-shaped desk here, so I could rest my elbow on it. And then here's the view of the inner notch hold from here. Fantastic view compared to everything else, in the sense that like you pretty much get a view of the cliff, and that's about it. This inner hold was built to be safe from invaders, not to be necessarily the most fun place to live. Anyway, here we have the landscaping supplies company and landscaping tools company of the Notch Hold. I built these to store my dirt and gravel, and then I also built this one to go build shovels and pickaxes and all sorts of other stuff so that I could, start mining and get materials. This here is a little bit of a meeting room because I thought that, every Minecraft world should have somewhere to, I don't know, have a meeting, I guess. Anyway, so over here is the Notch Capitol building, which this here is like it's got a fancy cobble and wood checkerboard pattern floor. It's got this area in here with a spiral staircase. This was built pretty early on in the Minecraft world, so I hadn't really bothered to add stairs yet. This is my attempt at making a map of Notch, the Notch Kingdom, without having maps in the game yet. Phenomenal. It's basically like a text adventure style map. Anyway, here's the view of the inner hold from the master bedroom. Pretty cool. Still not the best view in all of this Minecraft world, but it's decent, and it sounds like we've got some cows trying to make way too much noise. So let's go on to the next area. Alright guys, so this here is the Notch Castle, and it is still a work in progress. Not really much has changed. I just figured I'd showcase it here before moving on to the rest. Nothing really has changed, but here's the inside. Here's this floor. This is the cave system that's underneath the castle. And I figured that with this cave system, I'll probably at some point turn it into, like, renovate it into a medieval dungeon or something, but, yeah. This room here is the battlement station of the Notch Castle. And so here is this area right here that gives us a lovely view of the inner hold, which means should any invaders successfully breach our walls and get into the capital, we can shoot arrows at all of the invaders trying to destroy the bed over here if it were like a Bed Wars style war or something. And then from here, there's a pathway to the front here. This is actually one of the entrances for the guards anyway, and this is, by the way, what this whole area here looks like from the perspective of someone trying to invade from this side, by the way. It would be pretty hard to land arrows on some guys from inside here, so that's pretty cool. And here's what it would be like if you were using arrows to shoot at the people invading this area here. As you can see, it's pretty hard, would be pretty hard for them to reliably land arrows at a distance from where they're running at, but it would be pretty easy for people inside the castle to land their arrows because these are downward-facing shooting holes. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then over here, we've got the area right here where we can just take a look at both the side that is outside Notch Kingdom and inside Notch Kingdom. And once again, with a pretty decent view here. This area here is still being excavated, but I'll probably get to it eventually. The world's gotten large enough that some projects just go in, you know, logistics limbo, I guess, but I eventually get back to them when I feel like it. Over here is another battlement station where we can shoot arrows at invaders. And here's a staircase that's very basic in design, that's designed to be compact, so we have maximum room for battlements. And over here we can shoot arrows both far or mid, all angles, by the way, so there's pretty good visibility for shooting arrows, but we can also shoot downward as well, just like the battlement station over on this area. So that's pretty cool. And this area is still being dug out. I'll probably eventually get to it. So yeah. And this is the Notched Tower. It is the tower that I use to go look at everything. And the cows are being ridiculously noisy. So we're just going to go deal with our stampede here real quick, because our stampede of cows are invading on this world tour. Anyway, so once we've dealt with our cow invaders, we can give the whole tour for for this castle here. Anyway, so I think there's like one remaining. One sec. Alrighty, so I just vanquished the evil pestilence that is the stampede that was invading our castle. Anyway, on to the tour of the tower before they respawn. This is the staircase up. Here's a little bit of the view, and gosh darn it, those cows are just... they are like the noisiest mob in this game. They go... And anyway, moving on. Here is the interior of our... Oh, hi, there you are. Yeah, you were trespassing, cow. Mob spawning in the older versions of this game are kind of weird. But anyway, this is the view of the castle from the first floor. There's only one window here, but you know that's mostly because it used to be literally a one-story tall tower, but now it's like several stories tall. So there's only one window down there, just like these ones recently got sealed off. But this is the second floor, and here's the view of the second floor. And there's the view of the other area that we can get a lovely view from. And then over here we've got the third floor over here. This is our fourth floor. I lost count how many floors we're on. Anyway, so this is the lovely view from this area over here. It's not really that good of a view, but anyway, this is the top floor. This is the tower, and yeah, it gives us a great view down below to survey the land and defend the kingdom of Notch from invaders, should the need arise, or I decide to turn a backup of this world into or a copy of this world into like a PvP server or something. Well, anyway. So this is the top of the tower. Here's a view of the Notch town. Over there is what is the beginnings of Gravelrock Village, which will be a lumber town that is aimed at getting us more wood so that we can, you know, make our stuff, make our buildings, and not have delays because we ran out of materials. And then over here is the view of the inner hold from over here. Pretty good view as well. This is before this tower was built. This was the tallest tower in the map, so pretty cool. This is a little bit of a view of this area, and I believe with Minecraft Alpha v1.2 they reduced the maximum render distance on the highest settings. That is kind of a great disappointment, but oh well. They'll improve it in future versions. I progress my worlds through the versions over time. Anyway, let's go take a tour of the town. Here we are in Notch Town. So over here we've got the tree farm, the first tree farm we built. I'm still working on clearing through all the leaves. but I'll be planting more trees there soon. This is the original Spleef Arena. I'm kind of thinking now that I have to like commute way too far to get to the Spleef Arena, I should probably build a Spleef Arena for Gravelrock as well, and maybe make a nicer one that's like bigger with like more area to work with. But this is like a perfect little 1v1 Spleef Arena, I think. The whole idea was that, you know, Spleef was invented in Minecraft Alpha, so of course Spleef is the #1 sport in this world. So yeah, and this is the Notchtown Town Hall. Over here is the Notch Lumberyard and Woodworks, which is basically turns the logs into planks and then into stairs and fence and all that stuff. And then here is Joe Ann's Fabric Works, and they work with wool. Yeah, she punches a lot of sheep and then turns it, back when wool was able to be turned into leather armor, turned wool into leather armor, stocks up wool, and works with leather now. So yeah, pretty cool. And then over here we've got the trading center that is for trading between Gravelrock and Notchtown, although it's not really in use yet because Gravelrock is still under construction. This here is a restaurant, and I also showed this in a previous video, but here's the basic thing. It's the first time I tried really working with wool blocks to make the what would be wattle and daub or plastered walls like they would use in the Middle Ages or something. Anyway, let's get to the land of Gravelrock. Anyway, here we are at what will be the entrance of Gravelrock. So the reason I'm this far away from the Notch Kingdom is because this is where I've done a lot of the work in the last week. I've made a crap ton of stone shovels and shoveled a lot of dirt. So yeah, we got a lot of landscaping done here, and all the way over there too. But anyway, we got a lot of chests here. I believe these are just here so that I can store dirt. I don't think I've stored the dirt in there yet because I also got a dirt chest all the way over here. Anyway, as we enter Gravelrock, here's where we left off on the creating the wooden wall, that retaining wall that holds this whole thing together, theoretically. And can you tell why I'm running out of wood and need more wood? Anyway, so over here is more dirt chests. This here is a cobble chest, and then a miscellaneous chest. This is where the gravel road starts. This here is still under construction, but a little bit of a some of the stuff that's changed. This first floor is actually complete. I'm probably going to furnish the inside here for our little wooden and stone tool store here. We'll probably get finished made, getting furnished and everything in here, and then it'll be officially open. But I'm now working on the second and third floors, which are using a technique that they used in medieval architecture called jettying, where you build the next floor to be taller and like wider and take more space than the first floor. It was done for a wide range of reasons historically. They used it to save space in compact like castle walls when, you know, space was at a premium because, as it turns out, rent crisis was a thing even in the Middle Ages. But it also was a way for like wealthier people living in areas that were like not necessarily as crowded to bypass taxes, because I believe some municipalities back then taxed based on the dimensions of the first floor and didn't count dimensions of second or third floors if they were taller or wider or whatever than the first floor. So that's some of the reasons they did it. But anyway, this is what is going to be the first living floor, space floor of this house, and it's much more spacious on this floor thanks to the jettying. And then I'm currently working on this floor over here, where we have the third floor, which is, again, using jettying to be even more big. And it's also a great way to get us a good view of our mine that we've been working on over here. So yeah, this here is the mine, and it is ridiculously long of a fall. If I fell, I'd be dead for sure. So don't fall, definitely. I maybe am wondering if like I should replace some of these with like fences so that you can see the down how deep the it is, um, without having to literally step on the wall like this. But then again, I'm not exactly a safety freak in this Minecraft world, so. Anyway, onto the farm. This is the Gravelrock farmhouse, and he makes bread. Using what, you might ask? Ah, yes, wheat farms. This wheat farm right here is ready for harvest. It is encased in glass to keep the mobs from falling in there and trampling on everything. And he grinds all that wheat into bread with this grinding wheel. And this is, of course, the Notch / Gravelrock Windmill. It is the new tallest building in this whole entire kingdom. It doesn't have a door yet, but I've just finished installing windows. And anyway, for those who want to get a view, I'm just going to go climb up on top here before we check out all the stuff that's been going on down over at the Gravelrock Lumbermill. So anyway, here's a view of the Gravelrock Lumbermill from up top the windmill, because of course this windmill also has a lighthouse, because I need an excuse to have a tall building here to look down on the world from. Here's a view of the Notch Kingdom's Notch Town and Notch Hold from this lighthouse. A pretty nice view. Not quite as tall from this level as the as the Notched Tower. I keep confusing the Gravelrock and Notch stuff. The Notch Tower is actually a better view in terms of height, though thanks to the spire that is up on top of this building, it is actually physically a taller building. And then we have our lovely alpha ladders here with the one ladder, one blank, one ladder, one blank thing over here. Anyway, so let's go over to the Gravelrock farm, Gravelrock Lumbermill. I keep messing up my English. All right, here we are at the Gravelrock tree farm, and way too many cows have spawned. 1 sec. Alrighty, now that I've dealt with the occasional natural disaster that is a stampede, I can resume this recording. So this here is where I've done a bunch of landscaping to clear out a flat path. I'm probably going to be covering this mostly with trees and maybe some like floral stuff and like all that, because I want it to be like a garden and trees and all that. But anyway, I did a lot of landscaping over here. It's kind of hard to tell with how dark it is right now, because it's middle of the night in this Minecraft world right now. But anyway, as we enter the main plateau here, I have started planting some more trees. And so this will fix our wood shortage in a short little while. And then over here, we have the main house that is going to be built atop this whole plateau here. And it is going to be a gravity-defying cube house. It's going to be really cool, because I really want to make some sort of cool gravity-defying building that, you know, breaks the laws of physics, because I don't really have any that are built outside of this whole thing called realism right now. Well, anyway, it is currently 2 stories tall. We have this lovely first floor down here that is using a natural cobble and wood and smooth stone pattern here that's based on where the dirt had to be dug up and therefore filled with wood. Here's the staircase. It's still under construction, so it's not exactly finished yet. Up here we have a cool little half slab cobble and wood pattern going on here for our little bit here. And of course, just like all of the other buildings I've used here, we've added a little bit of texture into it. I don't think we're going to be using jettying. Instead, we're going to be using physics-defying cube jettying that's going to break the laws of physics, but it's going to look really cool, so can't wait to finish that. Anyway, here's the view from the top of this building, which is still in progress. You can kind of see how far out Notchtown is now. There's a lot more of a sense of scale in this world, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so that's the view from here. Here's the view from the Gravelrock Windmill. Lovely view of Notchtown and a little bit of gravel rock. And of course, here's the view from the Notched Tower. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, maybe consider subscribing, and look forward to the next episode in this series. Or maybe check out my Minecraft Let's Play. I've been doing a Let's Play from alpha version onwards, in a very similar way to this world being a sort of creative world built from alpha onwards. I also play other games, so if you're into games like Valorant or Elder Scrolls or Risk of Rain or any of the other series I happen to play, be sure to consider checking those out too. Anyway, I will see you all in the next video. Peace!